Hey guys, this is Blaze the Firewolf back. Roundup Part 98. Just a little quick roundup. This one's titled Foreign Coins and 1990 Clag Coin Spill. Now, in total, $9.38. Nothing all special, but just your. Sorry, my allergies. This is from camping. This is from when we went camping at the desert. 90 cents. Oldest 73 copper penny. These are interesting. Two of these are 44 Remington MAG FC caliber bullets. Now, where I was metal detecting, it was all gravelly, but also sand. So I found those two, 90 cents, copper wire, and a 22 caliber bullet. I'll save the best for last. I found this. This is all from like Ford Park mixed in with the campsite, but also I did ask one of the sisters at the Second Chance Church if I could metal detect her property. She allowed it. She said it was okay. Just clad. This is not a real ring. It is gold filled, 14 karat gold filled. I'm sure that you could tell by the color of it. It's very brassy look. I'm looking through it through the camera, and it's kind of flaky. It's scratched up. This rang up 70 on the Garrett, and it was about 4 inches in really dry dirt. But it was a 70, so a Sandman figure. I can add that with the Spider-Man. He's a bit crusty, but he's still solid. Another 22 caliber. I think it would be best if I metal detect Ford Park every year. Like every year. Not out all the time, because I'm not going to find any jewelry. I'm going to find quite a lot of these sinkers. I kept this one because it still has line attached to it, and it's still usable. Number 1 on it. Oh, I did OC Kickoff Classic with I think that's a coach's name and a number in the back. Made out of steel. OC means Orange County. I'll go to the foreign coins. This one I was able to save, and it's actually my very first Canadian quarter. 1981. Made out of steel, as you could tell by the brownie color. I put a magnet over it, and it sticks super hard. I scraped it there because I wasn't sure what it was. It rang up exactly like a Clag quarter, but it also kind of had a really funky, bad, kind of a grunt. At least I saved this coin before it got, rotted or rusty, I did scrape it right there. But that's a bucket lister, at least, for my first Canadian quarter, 1981. First Canadian quarter. I want to find more pennies, though. I'd like to find the Canadian nickels, but I don't know. They're made out of steel. Not all of them are, but many. Just all the dimes, quarters. Got Zinkins. I did find 3 coin spills on the last day. I think it was last week. 3 coin spills. 5 dimes, 2 copper pennies, and 5 Zinkins were in one hole. 7 nickels. I'm blessed I got nickels. I wanted to find a lot of nickels. Since I waited a year metal detecting Ford Park on the dog park side, that's what I have. 7 nickels in dry dirt. I think 3 of the nickels were in a spill, while the other 4 were different. My oldest is another 73. Now this one, well, I'll go through this first because just to get through it. Sister Ann, she allowed me to metal detect this piece of property. Her house was built in 1990. Her husband lived in it since 1994 until he sadly passed away from COVID last year. Anne told me that this place was never metal detected, and told me that, I should metal detect the backyard before it was going to be worked on. Found this cool piece of brass probably for a hose, a gardening hose. I'll add that for my brass. Save that. Scrap that. Now I found all of this in one hole. All of these are from 1990 or before. Now these were about 8 inches, 4 inches, 4.5, between 4 and 6 inches in grass. Really, really hard, dried grass. But I dug it regardless, and I used the pinpointer, and this is what I got. Now, the house was built in 1990. What's fascinating is all of these quarters, as you could tell, they're all eagle backs. 1990, 1990, 1988, 1986, 86. I think that's a 74, 68, 67. And 2 dimes were in the same hole. I think they were with Zinkins. 73 and an 81. It's a 1990 coin spill. At least personally, it feels like it because they're all eagle back quarters. Well, minus the 2 dimes. They probably were in the ground since 1990. What do you think? They could have been dropped by the first owners of the house, or it could also be dropped by a construction worker who was busy constructing this house in 1990. But yeah, that's some interesting piece of history. It's 32 years old. I personally think it is a 1990 coin spill because there's nothing newer than 1990. It's 90 or earlier. It's nothing after 90. Sure, I found some Zinkins, but this was probably the best spill I've had since the 1942, the wheat penny spill that I found last year on May 21st. May 21st, 2021. Please go back and watch that video. 5 wheat pennies down 8 inches. It's very similar to this, except it's quarters. Now, if the house was really old and this turned out to be it, it would be silver. It would not be copper. It would all be, clad. Well, it would be silver if it's 1964 or earlier, but it's not. But that would make a big smile on my face if this was all silver. But alas, maybe it will happen again. Now, I'll save the best for last. This was down underneath roots of a tree at the dog park of Ford Park. This was down 8 inches, 4.5 inches, roots of a tree. There was this big long root. I had tried prying it out, trying to get it out, and then I found this sticking out, and I'm like, ooh, is it another nickel? Is it another nickel? I wanted to know if it's another nickel. It was sticking out of the root was right here. The root was this was 4 inches in grass, so the root was right here, and this was sticking out, and I tried to pry it out. Unfortunately, as you could tell, I scratched it up pretty bad. But it is a Mexican coin, if you can read that. Estados Unidos Mexicanos. It's scratched up because I scratched it, sadly, trying to get it out. But I am blessed. I found another foreign coin. I love finding foreign coins just as long as, they're in good shape and they're legible and I'm able to save them from the rest. This is, I believe, a 20 cents, 20 peso cents, an early one, 1984, made out of copper. But yeah, just want to end it right there. Now, I don't know what I'll do if I reach 100. I don't know if I will do a live dig video after 100, but if it is, it might be a shorts video, and I don't know. But yeah, just to go through, so far I found 2 foreign coins at Ford Park, and nothing special. A lot of junk. Foil, pull tabs, aluminium, cans, just everywhere. I don't recommend it, really. Now, I do recommend it if it's the first time you go. At least go metal detect this park twice. After that, I don't recommend it, really. But that's how to have it. There's the 2 favorite coins in this whole sea of clad and my bits of scrap, my copper wire. And I saved the bullets. There's 4 bullets. These 3 are at a campsite, and this one, Ford Park. And these 2 awesome first time coins. And that's it. Hope you guys like this video. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and share. Please do share. It definitely does help. I'm gonna try to do I'm not gonna metal detect. I found out that I actually will be going to Dad's on the 6th of August, so, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when I go over there. So I only have a few weeks. The next video will eventually be another at least drawing one of my personas all month. So please be sure to stick tuned with that. I am Blaze the Firewolf, and I'll catch you in my next video. Goodbye.